All right. So, did you see it na? Copy link.
Yes, we're live.
Hello! Hello, my dear parents. We'll just share this one. I have
Copy
glitches.
link. I'll copy link, right? Okay.
I have glitches memes.
Ah, yes, yes.
I don't know why. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. Good afternoon, my dear parents. We are here for our Edu-Parent Pod Series. And here with me is my dear friend, Mimi Borbajo. She will talk about play to the next level. Let me tell you,
Hi.
yes, hi Mimi. And let me
Hi,
tell you
Anna.
something. Yes, let me tell you something about Mimi. Mimi is a child-led play coach. Yes, there is a coach that is more into play-based. And yes to that, yes to more play-based coach. And Mimi, can you tell something about yourself?
Okay, so I am a preschool teacher and a special education teacher. I'm based in, well, I had my long working experience in Dubai as a preschool teacher and a special education teacher. And I am always fascinated with play because it's the children's world. And
Yes,
for me, there's no better way for us, parents and educators, to connect with our children, but through play. So, um, what I have a group and it's called Play Daily. I'm the admin of that group, and this group is all about. And I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone in Play Daily who are
hello.
watching.
Good afternoon, Play members.
Yes, so Play Daily. Play is actually an acronym for parents, little learners, and you. So you is the person behind the title or the role of a parent because we as parents, we also have to take care of ourselves, like our mental health, emotional health, and everything, di ba? Para we can best also support our children. So we also share a lot of things about that, or when it comes to teaching our children or supporting our children. So sometimes kasi, di ba, Ana, it's not really yung minsan hindi ang child natin ang nagiging problema, minsan tayo, 'di ba?
Yes,
Because we
our
are
attitude,
yeah,
our
so
behavior, and our thoughts most of the
yes.
time.
Yeah, so sometimes we would share in the group, we would share about um, uh, learnings or insights or quotes that will help us also be the best support for our children. So yun. And it's very important, like how we look at our children, how do we perceive them, 'di
Yes.
ba? So kasi important 'yun, eh, 'di ba? That they draw strength from us, parang that's why they're dependent on us kasi we are their parents. So we are
Yes.
the best guide for them.
Yes. And means
Yeah.
I agree with you that yes, we are the parent. We are capable of teaching them. Kumbaga,
Yeah.
tayo talaga yung best teacher of our teacher kasi we know them from birth, di ba? So,
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. Yes,
Mm.
and also, 'di ba, sometimes we are, and I can understand this, no, because when I'm a teacher, you see it lang kasi sa perspective ng educator, 'di ba,
Yes,
na
I agree.
this is all I need to do is just teach, ganon, or accomplish my lesson plan, 'di ba? Ganon lang. But when you become a parent, I mean, I'm not saying it's the same for all teachers. Me before, I was like that before, na my only yung iniisip ko lang is for me to be able to teach. But of course, later on, when you really have that love for teaching and you really want to, especially when you're dealing with children, it's different. It's so different kasi, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
And even more when I became a parent, na sometimes you realize na it's not really about how you are teaching or
Mm-hmm.
how you would want your child to learn, but
Yes.
our best guide talaga, it's not really us just
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
we are parents or just because
Mm-hmm.
we are educators. Our best
Yes.
guide talaga is our children.
Yes, I
So even
agree.
if we prepare so many things, we plan out so many things, but at the end of the day, um, the best teacher pa rin is our child, 'di ba?
Yes.
So,
I agree with you, Mims, because
mm,
I experienced that with Casey nung kasi
your
nag-homeschool kami.
daughter,
Yes,
mm,
yes,
mm,
with Casey. Simula nung parang 9 months old when I found out about homeschooling. 9 months old I found out about homeschooling. Tapos ako yung syempre typical teacher, I know dapat I should plan.
yes,
Tapos dapat in order. Kasi
yes,
that's me that time na ako teacher ko, so dapat in order. Tapos,
yes,
when I found out na, yes, I'm doing homeschooling with Casey, pero yung activities namin hindi nasusunod. So
yes.
that time, I
And what do
became
you feel? What do you feel pag gano'n, 'di ba? Parang
actually, I became irritable. I become, parang, sayang naman yung effort ko, sayang naman yung pagod ko.
exactly. Yes.
And memes, to tell you honestly, I follow kasi the Montessori before and fina-follow ko yung mga Montessori
Mm.
guides like this one is Cavana Report. Fina-follow ko siya na at the age of 8 months, 9 months dapat ganito. So,
Dapat
I'm
proper
doing
talaga,
Yes,
may
I'm
ano,
doing that. Yes, it works for some. For example,
yes,
5 minutes. Yes, si Casey magpe-play siya for 5 minutes. But I found out memes, after that, wala na. Parang, ha? Ganun lang yun?
yes,
Parang,
yes,
wow! 5 minutes lang. Tapos, whole day or night ko siyang pinagpuyatan just to prepare the materials. But, no, hindi. Parang ganun, parang there's something wrong talaga. And tama yung
yes,
sinabi mo. Yes, our children talaga is our curriculum kumbaga nga, 'di ba? You
yes,
follow your
yes.
child's lead.
Right, yeah. And
Compared to
sometimes,
me.
yes, and
Mhm.
sometimes parang we feel so bad about ourselves na parang, parang hindi ko siya naturuan ng maigi. Parang,
Mhm.
kasi nga, we're too focused on our preparation, how we
Yes.
want to teach them, na there's a proper way, dapat ganito talaga pagturo sa kanila. But when I realized, when I was looking back sa
Mhm.
childhood ko,
Mhm.
na parang, ah, kasi my father is like that. Yung parang,
Mhm.
ano yun eh,
Rigid.
talagang, oo, disciplinarian siya. He has his ways talaga. And then, I realized na when a child is given parang the freedom, sometimes the 30 minutes session that you prepared or you have planned out for a 30-minute session, parang baliwala lang yan, di ba? If you have 5 minutes na that 5 minutes is quality time na may natututo yung anak mo, di ba? Or the child is learning something. So, what would you want? A 5-minute quality time or yung 30 minutes mo na-accomplish mo lahat yung plan mo for your child? So, of course, we will go for the 5 minutes, di ba? Na quality time lang, hanggang dun lang yung probably yung attention span niya, but it's quality time, 'di ba?
Yes.
So, I think parang it's really high time. I mean, ang dami ng ways of teaching and learning these days, 'di ba,
Yes.
Ana, na there's homeschooling, there's unschooling, there's online learning and all, but uh, iba-ibang perspective. But at the end of the day, like what I shared, parang we always go back to the main teacher, and that is our children,
Yes.
our child, 'di ba? Kasi yun nga, no matter how you plan, and sometimes I'm like that when I was teaching in a classroom setting. I always get frustrated ba na, feeling ko ang ganda-ganda na ng plan ko, pero, uy, may nakalimutan. Ba't hindi ko
Yes.
ba nagawa yun? Yung parang ganon, sayang, ganito. But, you the next day when you do a review, parang na-realize mo, oh, they're learning pala, they got it. So,
Yes.
why did I worry so much? Di ba?
Yes.
Ganon.
I agree,
Oo.
Mim. I agree. And
Yeah.
Mims, the first time that met you talaga, nag-resonate
Mm.
talaga ako sa'yo. Kasi, yun
Yes,
nga,
me too.
both of us are into play. And
Yeah.
yeah, nakakatuwa lang talaga. Can you tell me something about what is play to the next level?
Yes. Uh, so like what I said, play because for us adults, ang concern natin now, 'di ba, is our career, how we take care of our family, and also managing the home. Pa so ang dami na nating iniisip, 'di ba? But for our children, especially for the little learners, that's 0 to 8 years old. And 0 to 8 years old, that's their foundational stage, 'di ba? And why play? Because it's their world at the moment. Parang for them, yun lang. And well, for it may seem yun lang, but there's so much more going on during the time that they are playing. So play is since play is their world, um, at that moment. So what better way for us, especially parents, for us to really connect with them when they're playing, 'di ba? So sometimes when we're looking at our children na oh, naglalaro siya. Oh, parang happy naman yung anak ko kasi she's playing, 'di ba? She's enjoying what she's doing, ganun. But do we really know what's going on inside their minds? Yung ano yung nararamdaman nila habang naglalaro sila, or is it really what they want to play, or to are they interested with that? Nakaka-spark ba yan ng curiosity nila? No, sometimes we prepare so many things, ganun, tas we give it to them and parang, oy, nag-enjoy naman siya pag sinusunod naman niya yung instructions ko, parang okay naman, ganun. Here's the thing, especially na I'm a teacher, tapos when it comes to my daughter, yung parang you have that, ano ba, na, oh, dapat, she has to
Oo.
learn kasi ganito, di ba?
Oo.
Parang,
Alam
I'm,
mo,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm a teacher, gano'n, di ba?
Yes, oo. Yeah, I agree with you, Memes. Kasi, di ba,
Oo.
ang laki ng, before talaga, parang ang laki ng burden sa akin na, I'm a teacher, tapos, di ba, I am also homeschooling, tapos sasabihin
Mm,
ng ibang tao na, hindi naman natututo yung anak mo, hindi mo naman siya tinuturuan, parang gano'n, parang,
mm, mm.
pero, what I am doing is just letting her soak in, parang
Yes,
gano'n.
yes. Well, that's what they think. Pero, yun nga, di ba, we cannot, hindi naman nila alam what's really happening, di ba? So, when it comes to raising our children, parang I don't want to touch really more on that word na raising because
Yeah.
iba-iba yung parents, 'di ba? But yung point ko lang why I want to delve in more about why it's play to the next level. I actually that's my program, that's my online play session. It's called Elevate Play. It's
Yes.
play to the next level. Kasi we want to focus more on the parent connecting with their children during the playtime, during the play session. So, yun, parang for us, it's more important. Yung meaningful connections na nangyayari during playtime with your child is the play to the next level. So, kasi like what I said, na, oh, parang we're playing with them, nagpe-play, I'm playing naman with my child, parang I'm with her, ayun, ganun. But physically, yes, but well, this is also me. It also happened to me na sometimes I feel guilty na I'm playing with her naman. Nandito naman ako, but am I really fully present? So, yes,
Honestly,
'di
no.
ba? Parang, woo, my mind is
Ang
somewhere
dami.
else,
Parang,
ganun. So,
oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. We really have to be
yes.
present with them.
Yes. So that's why it doesn't matter yung the number of hours na nakikipag-play ka. Like what you said na even if your plan is just 30 minutes pero yung quality time ng bata, especially the time that she is able to connect to herself and to her
Mhm.
parent,
Mhm.
parang that's play to the next level, 'di ba? Parang
Yes, wow.
it's not
Mm-mm.
just parang oh they're touching, manipulating the object with their hands. It's more than that. Parang it's you us as parents or educators really finding that wow moment na oh parang I'm discovering more about my child, and then my child is also discovering herself, and parang it's our our role to help them discover themselves through play. Yun ang the best, 'di ba? Yun ang
Mm-mm.
the
Yes.
best talaga. So I was even telling the parents in my online play session na yun nga, we may have planned everything, I've
Mm-mm.
sent them topic guides, but at the end of the day, parang uh, uh, the coming week two, because we're in week two now,
Yeah.
let's be more conscious about the area of creating meaningful connection. So,
Mm-hmm.
pwede naman tayong huminto and listen for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
um, observe more na
Mm-hmm.
more than yung masunod talaga yung plan mo of teaching them, 'di ba? So, yun.
Yes. Thank you, memes. It's like play is the work of the child, right?
Mm.
Remember ko na yun yung one of the philosophies of Montessori, na
Yes,
play
yes.
is really the work of the child. And
Yes.
fair nga talaga. O nga, no, parang, oo, when you saw them na nandyan, na naglalaro, they're playing, yes,
Yes.
it is. It is their work. Tapos,
Yes.
I have a question, Memes. Syempre, yung mga mommies, they will ask na, paano pag, for example, yung anak nila, they're
Mm.
playing, then, what do I need to do? Do I have to interfere? It's like pag quiet yung children nila, do they need to interfere? Like, oh, this is
Mm.
bad. This is like this. Do they need to be like that?
Well, sa akin kasi 'di ba there are different types of play din kasi 'di ba? So merong play na they just want to be in a solitude, yung
Yeah.
sila lang. Then meron ding playtime that they really want to have somebody, yung social play, yung gano'n. So there it actually depends on the 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 child, 'di ba? Kaya
Mhm.
nga parang sila yung curriculum natin eh. So it
Yes.
depends on how they would want to play and learn.
Mhm.
And kasi for us, nasanay na tayo sa educational system natin, 'di ba? Even us, what we grew up in an educational system na lahat ibibigay sa'yo and all you have to do is just to
Yes.
follow, 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 'di ba?
Yes.
Yung
Yes.
parang,
Yes.
oh, you write, yung
Mhm.
isang, alam mo yung
Mhm.
paper pad, you have,
Mhm.
pupunuin mo dapat yan, sulat yung
Yes.
pangalan mo,
Mhm.
yung gano'n, 'di
Mhm.
ba? But now, uh, parang we are expanding and people are also learning to adapt na din, 'di ba? Parents
Yes.
are
Yes.
adapting and desiring na matuto din, 'di ba? And yun, so if the child wants to play alone, then so be it. Baka gusto
Ah,
lang niya kasi 'di ba there are different types of play, and there's also ways of how a child is playing or learning. And it's just a simple four-letter word. It may seem like a simple four-letter word, but a lot of things are really happening during play. Kasi
okay.
it sparks their curiosity. They start investigating, 'di ba? Yung
Yes.
process niya, parang
Mhm.
there's also a process that is happening in play. And the
Wow.
end result of that is learning, 'di ba? Yung
Yes.
learning na yung end result eh. And
Yes.
sometimes parang we focus too much on the end result that we forget na our children are also learning na during the process. So like, what's the process in play? Okay, like when they find something to play with, oh, they get curious.
Mhm.
And then they start to investigate and explore. Tapos kasunod na nun, they will manipulate, and and then maybe if they want to ask more, they will ask you, ganun. So it progresses, 'di ba? That's why it's a process until they learn that uh ganito, so for example, a ball, they get curious with a ball, and then they try to feel the ball. It has a round shape, and okay, so if I put this down and if I try to kick, what's gonna happen? Parang ganun, there's a process, and then at the end, ang end result, parang they learn that I can kick the ball and the ball will roll. So
Yeah.
yung parang it's a process, and sometimes we miss out on the giving more importance on the process of play, kasi mas nakafocus tayo sa dapat my child will learn talaga, dapat ganito na yung yung
More on
yung mindset.
academics.
Yeah, parang for us, ang we can't blame kasi that's how we grew up, Ana, 'di ba, na but we can do something about it, especially sa generation na ngayon, na
Yeah.
that's a legacy that we can leave to our children. They don't have to experience what we have experienced, because
We
they are totally different beings, eh. Hindi naman sila lahat naka-pattern sa atin just because we are their parents. Yung gano'n.
it should be
Yeah.
snapped from us pa lang, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes.
Those learnings na kung ano ba talaga yung learnings before sa atin. Now we
Mm.
can innovate, 'di ba? I
Yeah,
have a
parang
question.
we have a choice. Parang we always have the freedom to give our children the freedom to learn. Yung ganon.
Memes, I have a question like what are those types of play na sinabi mo? I'm so curious
Mm-mm.
about. So
Mm-mm.
you said a while ago
There's
it's should play. What else?
there's socials play. There's solitary play, and
Solitary
then
play.
there's solitary play is yung parang they just wanna play on their own.
All right.
Oo, tapos social play na they want to play with a group of friends or with people, ganon. And then, uh, oh yes, Martine is here. Hi, our dear coach. Yeah, learning is she said learning is becoming, not reaching level, diba? Yes. So
Okay,
we
I agree
are,
with
yeah, like and becoming happens in the process, diba, coach? Diba, Mars? And yes, we are for that. As
yeah.
educators, we are for us becoming,
Yes,
not
us
really
becoming.
reaching a certain level. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So again, what are those
Yeah,
play?
so social play, tapos there's yun, social play is when they want to play with a group of friends or maybe with the members of the family, the solitary play. Then there's also imaginative play. And
Wow.
then, yeah, or dramatic play, like they want to act out, yung parang ganun.
Mhm.
Um, ang dami, parang if you research it in Google, you'll find a lot of kinds of play, and then we can also learn from multiple intelligences. So we
Yeah,
cannot box in our child, 'di
yeah.
ba, na eto lang sila ganito. So iba-iba na yung way nila even of playing. There's even one it's called schemas of play,
Mm.
na
What
yeah,
do you
so
mean by
if you
that meme? Scheme.
schema is of play is parang their type of playing. So like m- kasi 'di ba sometimes when we see our children, especially um parang parang nilalagyan na natin sila agad ng label na
Yeah.
yung my son is just spinning the ball, she just likes spinning, and we have the tendency na parang afraid na agad tayo na is there something wrong with him, but actually
Mhm.
he's just in a schema, parang it's
Mhm.
the process of the brain of how they want to play.
Yes.
and like rotating. I'm sure
Mhm.
our other fellow educator, Shawi, also is practicing this one. So schemas of play. So uh, guys, if you can also read more about this, you can check
Yes.
the internet. So
Mhm.
so many things that we can learn now when we look at our child. They are different from the other children ba na
Mhm.
we cannot we can't just label them as, parang, but my child is like this and the other child is like that, parang, and then they're on
Yeah.
the same age lang sila ganito.
I agree with
Yeah.
that, memes. Remember nung sinabi ko, before, nung may kunento ako sa'yo about, this boy is only 2 years old and he
Mm-mm.
knew already about the alphabets. And my
Mm-mm.
son, of course, my son is turning 2 years old. And I just realized parang, ha? Siya marunong na yung anak niya marunong na mag-alphabet. Pero yung anak ko parang hindi pa. Parang pagtingin
Oh.
dun yung comparison ko na, comparison. As in parang, wow,
Mm-mm.
compare ako. Pero yes, I really have, from that, parang I really have to trust my children, my child. Kung ano
Mm-mm.
siya, I really have to accept that. And, at saka, dun ko nga napatunayan na iba-iba talaga yung learning. Iba-iba talaga yung
Yes.
learning ng mga bata. Merong mabilis talaga magsalita, meron talagang
Yes.
bata hindi, and merong
Mm.
children na they're playing through repetition, and meron
Yes,
naman
that's right.
parang, oo nga, iba-iba talaga. So, you cannot, compare your child or others
Yes.
to iba sa iba't iba. Kaya, parang,
Mm-mm.
wow nga, it's really amazing na pag nakita mo yung anak mo, yung children, or, yeah, yung students or learners, makikita mo you just follow them. Na ito
Yes.
talaga, dapat sila talaga yung curriculum natin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's that's why, ano, 'di ba, Ana, that's why you're a natural learning advocate, because you're ano, yung parang advocacy mo din is natural learning, 'di ba? Yes. So
Actually,
this is I'm asking you because I copy this link sa Play Daily, so they also get to know more about you.
yes,
Yes.
oo. Um, actually, means kasi, the natural learning, I didn't know na nag-exist na pala siya. I just,
Mm.
um, ang ano, sa akin kasi is that, kaya ko siya ni-name as natural learning because we are more on natural approach kasi when we raised
Mm-mm.
our children. So,
Mm.
I just add the natural to
Yes,
learn.
yes.
So, I just realized na, oh nga pala, nung when I'm doing the market research, I found out na there is pala talaga na natural
Natural
learning.
learning.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
so, yeah. And yeah,
And oo, tsaka ang maganda with what you're doing also, Ana, parang it doesn't have to put too much pressure on the child and also sa atin. Kasi parang we just follow lang the child, 'di ba? Parang according sa ano, his way or his natural way of learning, 'di ba? So
yes.
it's parang nakakatanggal na ng added
Mhm.
stress ba.
Yeah, yeah, means. Kaya nga, as in, when you really let go from your teacher authority or being a
Mm,
parent, everything happens na eh. You just let your child be that, di ba? Be a child.
mm.
So,
Yes.
memes. Thank you. Yes.
Yay! Thank you.
My dear parents, if you have questions, just comment below and Mimi will answer it.
We will answer. Anne.
Alright.
Yes, we're so happy to see Mart's here.
Yes, party. I'm sorry, I have glitches. I don't know why. I
Yeah,
just really,
but it's okay kasi yung audio mo is ano, so good
yeah.
naman. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, so do they have any questions? Alright.
Okay, I'll check sa group.
Second memes. Alright.
Okay,
Okay,
parang wala.
wala na. So, memes, for the last time, what can you advise ba or what can you recommend to our parents here?
I, well, ano, like I think it's the same for us, like us na educators who resonate with each other. Na we are really more on um, allowing the child to learn according to their curiosity, 'di ba? So, for ang dami na kasing factors that give us stress ngayon na time sa pandemic, and even I feel also for parents who are into online schooling na pati sila na there's so many pressure on them din, and also for some parents who were forced to do homeschooling kasi nga they cannot send their kids to school, so they opted for a homeschooling approach. And let's just remember, parents and educators, na at the end of the day we may have planned out everything, no, and we may be too focused on the end result, but let's not forget that, like what Martin said, learning is becoming. So in the process, something is
Mm-hmm.
already happening to our children. They're also learning. So don't take that for granted. And also very important is for us to be reminded na during the process, they are already learning valuable life lessons and
Yes.
life skills, 'di ba? Na like for example, during the process, 'di ba, they are learning to be more patient with themselves. They're learning to bounce back, and especially with our support na, okay, it's okay, you keep going. Parang, uh, so parang ganon. So a lot of things are happening,
Yes.
during the process, and we miss it out. We f- we focus too much on the end result, and sayang, 'di ba? Sayang.
Mm-hmm.
So let's be reminded that these valuable lessons are happening already
Yes,
there,
I
and
agree.
it's lifetime, hindi
Mm-hmm.
lang siya, wala siyang level, wala siyang,
Mm-hmm.
like when you're in
Yes.
school na, oh eto pak, you're in grade 4, grade na, tapos hanggang college, hanggang dyan lang yung learning ba. So it's life lessons, and life lessons are happening,
Mm-hmm.
and they're learning life lessons during the process.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they learn to be patient with themselves, trust themselves. They become more aware of themselves, and even resilience, learning to bounce back kahit nagkamali sila. So, and if we miss out on these things, parang we took away already valuable, the opportunity for them to learn valuable lessons, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
that's why at the end of the day, it's about our child. It's
Yes.
about
It's all
their
about them.
curiosity.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Miss. Miss, do you
Yay.
have any program to promote?
Yes, currently, like you, my dear friend, we have an online play session.
Yes.
So, um, there's one parent who wanted to is planning to join, so I might open one slot. So,
Wow.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
I might open another slot. Um, So I'm still opening it up for anyone who's interested. So it's an online play-based session with the parents and the little learners. So kaya kasama yung parents kasi this
Yes.
is play to the next level. And what makes
Yes.
play to the next level is when the parent is there to create meaningful connection. It's just 30 minutes or probably less, depende sa attention span ng anak
Yes.
nila or
Mm-hmm.
their child, or depende sa anak nila. But what is important is we can set aside a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi Ana, 'di ba, it's in a school setting, we let's actually take this opportunity for us to join these kinds of programs,
Yes.
kasi these are opportunities already for us to bond with our children, 'di
Yes.
ba?
And
Kasi
connect with them.
and and let's look at it this way na lang for parents. I want to encourage the parents who are sad na walang
Mm-hmm.
school kasi they cannot send their children to school. Let's look at it this way na lang, na this is an opportunity for you to bond with your children. I
Yes,
know
I
it's
agree.
difficult, but this is the perfect time. Kasi when they are sent to school, lalo na yung mga maliliit, na they are at an early age, they are sent to school,
Mhm.
and parang they are put in in an environment and in a situation na parang everything is strange and
Yeah.
for them. So this is the best time for us to bond with them, so we
Mhm.
can take this opportunities where there are programs like this that are being
Mhm.
offered to the parents, so that we can create meaningful connections with them.
Yes,
So
meaningful
let's
connection.
grab these opportunities.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, memes. Mimi,
Thank you. Thank you, Anna.
how can they reach you?
Uh, if you want to know more about what we do, so you can also join our group. It's called Play Daily, P.L.A.Y dot daily. And you can also, if you have any questions or anything that you feel would be appropriate for your child, so you can send a DM to my personal account, Mimi Sampang Borbajo. Thank you so
All right.
much, Anna. It's such a
Thank you,
privilege
Mimi.
to chat with you this afternoon.
Yes, thank you,
Yay.
Mimi. Thank you
And
so
more
much,
of
my dear
this,
friend.
yes, more of
Yes.
this Edu
Yeah.
Parent
That's
Pod,
fair.
right?
But,
Yay.
next week with Mama
Yes.
naman.
With
Yeah.
Mala, yes.
Yes, with Mama.
Okay. Thank
Thank you, Mimi.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone. Bye.
Anna.
Yes, bye, memes. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.